Hi everyone, it is Wednesday and we have a lot of show and tell today. So we'll wait for everybody to kind of start signing on. The sun is out today, so it's actually like, even though it's cold, it just feels awesome. Compared to yesterday, it was so cold and rainy and Caitlin lives in Syracuse and I called her and she said they did not get on the news somewhere around Syracuse got 12 inches or something. They didn't get that. She said, no, they got a dusting, but that was enough. And she said it's actually all melted today. So hopefully spring is on its way eventually. And we'll see. So I have no well, I do have a little bit of flowers to show you. But a lot of new things. We have some Pink Fresh to show you, some Spellbinders, Hero Arts, and a couple other companies. So let's start off. This was on the blog this past week. We have a blog, and it's buffalostampsandstuff.blogspot.com is the address. And there might be a link on our website to it. But anyways, so Donna posts her 2 cents every Thursday. Sometimes she'll put another post in between. And Kim does a project every Monday. And this is what she did this past week. And this is using the Honeybee, the Rose die cut. So she die cut all these individually. I can see that she used some probably vintage photo or antique linen to distress the rose. And you can see in the veins of the leaves, she used that new ink tool, the little slanted one that we've been showing a lot from Waffle Flower. The background is kind of a pin dot background. And she also used, I believe this looks like the die that I used the other day from Penny Black. If you get the rose die cut, they actually have this nice, we should probably just stick it in the back for everybody. This nice insert that you'll get, that'll show you how to put the rose together. Some people get a little bit overwhelmed because there's a lot of parts and pieces. And this one kind of steps it out for you. So you have, your deeper color, your medium, and it lightens up as you go to create that dimension that they, using darker and lighter colors will give you. So you get some depth in there. You can see that Kim did that in hers. So this is it is called the Lovely Layers, and this is the roses. And they keep adding to this. We've had the sunflower, there's the anemone, I think we have the tulips too now, and then the roses. So super fun, cards to make with all your scraps. That's kind of the best thing. So let's go to Pink Fresh. We finally got this in, and this is the sunflower washi tape. There is a stamp. There is a die cut. There is a stencil. And this is the washi tape with the sunflower. And this came out in the last release with the other washi tapes, but they sold out, so they couldn't send any to the stores because they had a great promotion for Ukraine. And we finally got our products in. So these are available now in the store, and I would suggest if it's something that you want, definitely get it right away because I don't know, it's been extremely popular and it's beautiful. And you can see that the gold foil in this beautiful sunflower design. We got some of our cover plates back in that were out of stock. We kind of replenished our little ink cubes. I don't know if we've had these, but we end up getting these in, and that is the folk edge. This is the squares. We have the rectangles in, and those have been extremely popular, so we got the squares in. We got the circles with that folk edge. And remember, they cut that design, and then there's a single circle or square design that you can create a frame with them, so you have that option of doing one or the other. And when I was going through a lot of the things that we needed to replenish that we're out of, I came across this, and I think I missed it, but this is a circle tag, and then you have two of the regular traditional tags, and you see all these pieces in here. These are all individual, so you can, you don't put them all on your tag at once, so you can do decorative bottoms, tops, sideways, with all these different little designs that can work in your tags. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that fit in the regular 2 tags. They have some circle ones, and these can also be used on your cards. You would just have to be very mindful about lining them up and cutting them in a straight line, but it is doable. So this one was called, do they have a name? It's their Essentials Classic Tags with fillable elements. So a very cool die. I thought that was kind of neat. We have some new hero arts, and these might not be up online right away. They'll probably be on later today. We have the new Just for Kids little cubes. This color combination has been out. We got it back in. We have the pinks and oranges and yellows in, and these are just great for kids. And they're water-based, child-safe, and non-toxic. So we got the blue color combination, and just like ours, they're raised. The pad is raised from the box, so you can use them with any size. We got a couple new little ink and stamp cubes, and perfect to fit in these little cubes. And this is the little Sea Life set. You can see all the cute little images on there. And this was the original one that came out the first many years ago. But it's still a fun one, especially for kids. And we have the original and the Sea Life in. And we have the new acrylic block combo set. Hero has really kind of stepped up and brought in a lot of tools that we'll be getting in. And I really like this little combination of acrylic blocks. I use my acrylic blocks all the time because I don't, if I'm using a little single stamp, a lot of times I know if I'm using my VersaClear black ink pad, it's going to stamp perfectly whether I use a Misty or if I'm using a block. So I love these little sizes, and these are perfect for sentiments. They do have a grid on them, which is actually really nice. I don't know if you could see it. Maybe it was better without, but there are grids for lining up on here. So just a really nice tools. We tried ordering a couple other tools, and they haven't, they're not ready yet. So we'll have to reorder and get those in. And talk about a blast from the past. Oh my gosh, I don't know if any of you guys still have these sets. We get people that come in all the time and they want alphabet sets, and a lot of the clear sets are too big or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I should get these back in. They're wood block stamps, but I still own mine. I mean, it's just like, these have been around forever. And so we got the uppercase and the lowercase, and this was always my favorite font. So these are back in, and they're just, I think we just put them called wood block uppercase stamps from Hero and wood block lowercase. So anybody out there had these or remember them? But yep, so you'll see those back in the store. And Spellbinders is next. This is a new embossing folder, and it's clouds, and it's just a regular A2 size cloud embossing folder. It's not 3D or anything, just a traditional embossing folder. This was a whole new series by, I can't pronounce her last name, Vicky. You might recognize her name. She did this paintbrush set, and we got a couple of them in, and I actually have a sample of it, but I left it at home, so I'll bring it back in and show it to you later. But they're paintbrushes, and in this one, there are butterflies coming out of the paintbrush, and this one is just paint splatters. I think in her series, she probably had 4 different ones. This is a new flower die, and this one is called the Layered Daisies. So you can see the different die cut pieces that you'll layer that up. And like when I do something like this, I tend to use my Copic markers because I can blend and shade the colors of ink on white paper, but you can very easily cut them out of colored cardstock. This new die from Rebecca, oh gosh, here's another one. I think it's Freakin. But this ornate die I can see using in my Graphic 45 classes, and this is a nice A2 size card, so one of these are going home with me. The other one that we got in that I really like is this larger eyelet lace frame die, so you can use this for one of your larger cards, and it has that eyelet design in there. It has the layered outside design, has this nice rectangle, all these parts and pieces which you can use individually or you can use them as one card. So look for samples of these coming up. Couple new dies for slimline cards, and this particular design you cut twice. It has the design by itself, and then it has the outline, and this has a little sentiment here that says plant joy, but you can see how you take 2 of them and make this beautiful slimline card. Very elegant. So I'm thinking like weddings, how beautiful to make a wedding card with these. And this particular one, let's see if it has, it's the half slimline bracket, and this is the half slimline diamond. This one has I Pick You as a sentiment inside there. Once again, using like foiled papers or all your beautiful specialty papers, it make beautiful, beautiful wedding cards or special event designs. Going back to the butterfly, this is actually a great set. It says Paint Your Dreams. This is the stamp set that goes with hers. Crafty friends are the best. Thanks for coloring my world. You're my favorite color of rainbow. So these work with rainbows and crafts and, a lot of her paintbrushes, but you can use these in a lot of different cards and, create art, stamp those on your envelopes. Just a fun sentiment set. And it's funny because this is the trend we're finding that, gosh, Pretty Pink Posh and, let's see, Spellbinders and a couple other companies are doing sets with crafting. I think so many people have turned to crafting over these past couple of years and gotten into it. And so that's going to be a major theme coming up in a lot of releases from companies. So kind of look forward to that. Another flower die cut, and I love this one because it's just very sweet and simple. The Forget Me Not and Ladybug. And oh gosh, the artist, if Judy, you know who it is. I can't think of her name. I just totally blanked. She always puts a little ladybug in all her flower designs. So this is the little Forget Me Not, one of my favorite little flowers that will be coming up soon. So this one's going home, and maybe we'll have a sample to show you on Saturday. Another new product, this is a color block. So you can see these designs will come out. So what I would do is I would cut like 6 different paper colors that all work together and then assemble them, because you can get different patterns and designs with those papers. And if you cut 6 of them, you're going to get 6 cards in the end. So just a fun for those of you that like Southwest, or I can see putting, masculine images over it, for a background and so on and so forth. But just a really kind of cool, different design than, that you see typically. So this is from Spellbinders. We have some new hot foil plates, and these are kind of the glimmer plates. You could use this to do some of your scrap pieces, to use the negative, but what these are made for, to do exactly as you see, to foil this whole entire shape, to build your designs on. So they have a square, they have the rectangle, they have the oval, and they have the circle design. And if I could figure out how they did, there was a video that they did for us and showed us how to do a double foil technique, which was really kind of cool. I need to go back and revisit that, and maybe we can even post that video up on our YouTube page or put it in an email. But lots of cool, innovative ideas and things coming with these new foil plates from Spellbinders. And this is another foil. This is just another regular die, and it has these little slimline tags, which you can hang, and you have this little border. So you can create a border across to hang all your little sentiments down. And it's nice because these will fit in a lot of sentiments that we already have. They will work in all of them. And graduation. The last 2 years, nobody had graduation anything. And even this year, you're not finding a lot of graduation. I think people, when companies have to design and figure out what they're going to do for, coming up, they're talking like maybe 9 months in advance. And I don't think anybody knew what was going on with COVID, and so they kind of laid back. But I did find that we had a couple companies that we were able to get some new graduation products in. From Scrapbook Customs. This is you get 12 sheets. So you're getting 2 of different 12 by 12 papers, which you can use for cards, and you can do them, use it for your scrapbook. And so then you get a nice variety of different papers, and they're front and back. So it's nice that you're getting 2 of each, because you can use one for the front and one for the back. Let me see. We also have some of the 6 by 6. This will probably be easier to show you. These are a little bit smaller designs. So these are perfect for card making. Or even, you can put these in your scrapbook and your layouts too. So this was kind of nice to see, and I'm glad we got it in early. People are starting to come in. We have the stamp set along with the coordinating die from Say It with Stamps from Photo Play. So you can do, whatever class of, and you can put the year in, and it's a nice alphabet set you can use anytime. Coordinating die for all the sentiments and the images that you have there. And I think we might have put it out by accident. Lori, in that graduation paper, there was a pack of paper. It was for journaling.
Oh, just the one sheet?
Yeah, the single sheet. If you grab me one, Lori will bring that out. We got a single sheet of 12 by 12 papers that were great for journaling. So people are doing, layouts and scrapbooking. This one, I just had to get it because we have customers that will love that. And I'm sure all those high school seniors are really, they can They would love that. So this is the paper that we have individually. So doing, a couple of these you probably could make a card out of easily, but for your layouts, this is the front and the back is that sheet.
I went over to my girlfriend's and I let her use it as she
And
use it for birthday or anything.
this is the last one that we got. And my thought with this, that yeah, the thought with this was to use this on a card front. You can put it in your scrapbook page, of course, but I thought if you're looking to make a really quick card, you could mat it with whatever color is the school color. I was going to take it off here. Oh, here. I just grabbed a piece of scrap paper from the scrap bin, so. And knowing me, that I would like a little mat behind there. But how fast, of a card that you can make just using that die cut piece. And you can see that this was something we tried die cutting, but we'll have a finished card up in the store, but super quick, super easy. And I believe those are up online. And last of all, we have a couple new things in from Elizabeth Crafts. We have the new A5 Blue Jean Planner. It has a pocket in the front. So this is the newest one that has just come out. And a couple new dies from them. We have this new film, or what do they call this one? Let's see if there's a name on it. It's Film Slides, and this is a coordinating stamp that can be used with it, or you can use it independently. But I love all these different little designs on here. You can see that. So, Lucia, if you're watching, we're putting, we have your set aside, and this is the die set that goes with this, or you can use it independently. We have a new flower design. I don't know if that has a name to it. Let's see. It's called Floral 15, but a new design, very cool. We have the new flower bucket or pot, depending how you ink it or the papers that you choose. So it's a nice size, so you can put a nice variety of different flower die cuts inside. You can definitely use theirs, but I mean, we all have a lot of designs and images that we'd be able to use with that. And people are always asking for containers for their flowers. This is a new shadow box frame die, so it is going to be 3D. And you can actually change up your sizes by cutting it shorter to create squares and rectangles. And the last die that we got in from them is this new book box, which is going home with me. So hopefully Saturday I'll be able to show you kind of an example, which might not be completely done, but just enough so that you can see how this book box works, because I think it's actually going to be really cool. So for today, I think that's all I have for show and tell. I've been working on classes and getting a lot of my class stuff ready for the next week or two to come out. So I don't have anything to show and tell or demo today. So I apologize for that. I was actually hoping something was going to come in and I was going to use that. So we'll have to wait for another day. So as long as there's not any questions, I am done. and I'm going to get back to finish pricing and putting all these products out. If you have any questions, I'll just wait a couple more minutes, but I just want to say thank you for joining me. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine if you get out there, even though it's a little bit chilly. Try to get out there and get a little bit of that vitamin D. So have a great day.